But first of all, thoughts on your Boston Bruins tying that series against Carolina. What do you think, Anthony?
I am completely, totally shocked. Shocked. I didn't think they had it in them. I'm not going to, I can't just all of a sudden do a 180 in how I felt last week when I told you I thought they were cooked and it was over because they were completely overwhelmed against Carolina. I was shocked. I did not see it coming. I give them all the credit in the world for digging in and fighting back and making a series of it. I still like Carolina in the series. Let me make that clear.
Well, aren't they still, or shouldn't they still be overwhelmed? I mean,
yes.
The speed disadvantage has just gotten worse with their injuries.
Yes. I mean, again, but I will say yesterday, I thought they stepped up. In the absence of McAvoy, I thought they really stepped up. And I mean guys that I did not, really the whole weekend, but guys that I did not expect to play well. And we can get to the particulars later. But I was stunned. I thought they were done for. I thought they might get one game over the weekend. Patrice Bergeron will have at least one more game at the TD Garden. But I look, they've made it a series now. It's a tussle. I will say just quickly, Carolina might be a front-running team.
Well, they're complicit, huh?
Oh, yeah. They totally are. They are totally complicit. They melted down yesterday, I thought. But that aside, I give the Bruins credit for coming back and fighting back.
Yeah, I thought they'd take one. I figured it would be Friday night. They'd get the home ice bump, the Swayman factor, and he was a factor and has been these last couple of games. But it just was I still thought we're going to be looking at a gentleman's sweep. And they played their ass off Friday. Had the 9 block shots from Derek Forbort. And it's like, okay, all right, now Carolina's going to come back and take the next 2 because they're the better team. I'm with Mazz. I didn't see this coming, especially yesterday, because it's not just McAvoy who was the late scratch. They still don't have Lindholm. So you got the likes of Josh Brown out there, who still sucks. But still, I gave them less than 0 chance yesterday, and they kind of killed them. And with the front-running thing with the Canes, and we'll get into the whole challenge thing and whether or not that was the right idea from Rod Brindamore, the Carolina coach. But where I have a massive issue with him is it looks like that team, they're front-runnery. They can't handle pressure, or they're maybe not mature enough to handle it when things aren't going their way, and these things haven't gone their way the last couple of games, and that, to me, is on Brindamore as a coach.
Well, I don't know if the Bruins killed him. I mean, so I think you should bring up the Brindamore challenge. I mean, that's where the game swung. You were down 2-1 with a minute plus left in the second period.
It flipped it right on its head. So
you were about to, fail on another power play and go into the tunnel between the second and third intermission down a goal. And DeBrusk, I thought clearly interfered with Ronta. I thought Brindamore was right to challenge it, and he lost the challenge. So not only do you get the goal, you get a delay of game penalty. Then Aho completely smashes in Bergeron's face. Now you're on 5-on-3, and it took you to the very, very end of that to pot it. But, you're down 2-1, and the next thing you know, you're up 3-2, and it all sort of swung on that DeBrusk play. Look, I'm not taking anything away from the Bruins. Great win, great weekend, all of that. But I think you got a break along the way. I think that was goalie interference.
See, I didn't. And because of that, I thought it was a stupid challenge.
Have you seen? I mean, I've watched it a million times. Am I looking at it wrong?
The stick moves Ronta's left leg.
DeBrusk's stick caves in Ronta's left pad. Clear as day, no?
Yeah, yes. See, but I also think Pesci was leaning on him. And so I'm just saying it was gray. To me, it was gray.
Oh, well, they disallowed one. It wasn't all that dissimilar to the thing in game 1.
Okay, but Swayman had the puck under his pad on that play.
That is true. That's a key distinction. The one last night was loose, and the one in game 1 was under his pad. That's fair. Go ahead.
So I just think that it was gray. I didn't think he was going to get it. I thought, well, that could go either way, this one here. Like, it wasn't so blatant like the one in Carolina. And I just thought, he's up 2-1 in the game, and that goal ties it. It doesn't put him behind. It ties it.
Oh, gray nothing. I thought it was clear as day.
Oh, I didn't.
Carolina got boned.
I did. I didn't think so. I thought it was a stupid challenge.
Wow. If that's what you can do now.
Yeah, right. Do more of that.
Up 2-1 in the series, up 2-1 in the game, and he challenged and ultimately triggered a loss. Now you've got a dead even series. And they're the better team. He should have just bitten the bullet and not given up the power play.
So, I mean, I suppose the risk of challenging is sort of a different argument than how is that a goal? How do you so now you can just, with the puck underneath the goalie's pads in the butterfly, you can come in from the side and totally cave in his pads?
See, I didn't think it was under his pads.
And then jump in. It was underneath his between his legs.
It was between his pads.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But there was daylight there.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I mean. But still, it was there. So you can just crash the goalie from the side and cave his pads in?
I mean, I didn't feel it was as blatant as you did. And again, Pesci's leaning into him on the other side, and he got shoved, but the puck was sitting right there the whole time.
Okay, anyway, that was a key part of the game. And either way, the Bruins got it, and we have a series. And believe me, I gave him no shot of that.